My name is Colleen Schaan, and I'm a Copic Regional Certification Instructor. Today, I'd like to share with you a really super fun technique on creating foliage. The first thing we need to do is look at our shapes. In this tree, you're going to see that the foliage is actually made up of different circles. We're actually going to be coloring those individually. So the first thing you need to do is identify those basic shapes. Then we can begin coloring. I'm going to go ahead and very quickly lay down a base coat of my lightest color. And in this case, I'm using YG21. And this is going to create a nice, bright, vibrant yellow-green. Then I'm going to come in with my second marker, a little bit darker, which is YG23, and I'm going to start adding some basic shading. Again, follow those basic circles or those basic shapes of your foliage and shade each of them individually. Don't want to be too concerned at this point about blending. I'm then going to come in with my darkest marker and add even more shadows to those basic shapes. You're basically coloring this tree in the very basic blending style that we talked about in our first book. Once you've added all of the color, you can go back in and just do a very quick general blend. We don't need it to be really super smooth. That's going to be our base coat. Now we're actually going to go ahead and add in our separate foliage. I'm actually going to take 3 different green shades and saturations and start adding my different colors. And to create the look of foliage, I'm actually just going to use very loose scribbles. Always starting with my lightest color and building my way darker. My first color was G82. Now I'm coming in with my medium color, which is G85, and adding a little bit darker shading. Again, just sort of scribbling. The key to making good scribbles is to keep nice and relaxed and keep those hands loose. Then I'm going to come in with my darkest marker, which is a G29, and I'm going to add my very darkest shading, or the shadows to my tree. Again, using just very loose scribbles. You want to make sure that you don't cover up all of the light or even all of the medium. You really want a variation of colors showing through with your tree. So keep squiggling, keep scribbling, and adding those darker shadows. Remember, the key to this technique is to not blend. You want to make sure that you have all of those separate leaves showing. And by keeping those scribbles unblended, you're going to create that look of texture for your tree. Then you can go ahead and color in the rest of your image, just like you normally would. Add a little bit of grass. And you've got a completed image. This technique, along with many others, can be found in the second book in the Copic Coloring Guide series. Thanks for stopping in today. Go out and color your world.